Friday's quarterfinals. It won't be easy for Miami. The Canes lost to Georgia Tech and pulled out a last-second win against Boston College. UVA either faces the preseason ACC favorite or has a tough emotional rivalry game with the Hokies. The other half, Maryland's beaten Duke, and Wake played them tough as well in Winston-Salem. Of course, both of those games were when Ryan Kelly was out of the lineup. Duke, before Carolina lost to Duke, the Tar Heels had won 6 in a row, including wins over Clemson and Florida State. So that is the bracket. Let's talk to Virginia head coach Tony Bennett. Tony, your team is 21-10 after that comeback win in overtime last night against Maryland. You were down 17 points early. What did you tell the team?
Well, we thought we really had to change our ways in the second half and become more of an inside-outside team. We were very cold from the perimeter. Again, I don't know if our guys were nervous or fatigued, but we did not start the way we have been starting at home. We've been playing well at home and certainly played against a talented team. Maryland played good basketball to start the game, and they really got us on our heels. But I love the way our guys responded, and they didn't panic. You know, you always say, hey, it's a possession at a time. You can't get it back right away. And they kept digging in and got some good stops. And, you know, Maryland had some unfortunate things happen, but that's how it goes.
So with the win, you get the 4 seed in the ACC tournament. You avoid a Thursday game. Do you feel good about where the team is heading into the ACC tournament?
Yeah, you know, we've had some injuries early in the year, and then our freshman was out for a couple weeks with mono, and Darian Atkins was out with a stress reaction. And both of those two players gave us a nice lift. Mike Tobey specifically had a real good game, and then Darian Atkins for the first time in a number of weeks gave us some decent minutes. So to be healthier and, to finish, you know, this is such a competitive conference, and there's not a lot that separates, you know, the 4 seed from the 12 seed but, you know, the fact that we did get the 4th seed and we'll have a chance to, you know, obviously play on and you know, we're going to play against whoever it is, a good game. We're excited about it.
Every team thinks about playing all the way to Sunday. It's very tough to play 3 games in 3 days. The idea that you would have had to play 4 games in 4 days would have even been that much tougher, right?
The team that plays the day before might have a little advantage in that first game just because they have the rust off or the nerves. But if there's a chance to win an ACC championship, that 3 versus 4 in terms of games and amount of days can definitely play a role in that. And again, with college basketball the way it is, with our conference the way it is, it's shown that everybody is capable.
Now, I have to tell you, you're busy coaching your team, but I get my time following basketball writers and talking heads. Everyone is talking about UVA right now, whether they're an at-large team. You guys have such a fascinating resume, what you've been through this season. Make your case right now for the Cavs to be an at-large bid in the NCAA tournament.
I think that's for the selection committee, but I will tell you something that's kind of funny. I was doing a radio interview a couple weeks back, and the gentleman said that we're the Dos Equis bubble team, the most interesting bubble team in the world. So I thought that was a good statement. You know, one of the things again, they'll have all the information. The one thing I think that hopefully stands out is our quality wins, and we didn't have our starting point guard, our only senior. We're a very young team. For those 3 losses, and that hurt us because we were supposed to, you know, had we played well, we could have had a chance to get into the preseason NIT and play against the Michigans, Kansas State, Pittsburgh, and again, we didn't. But again, we've improved as the season's gone on, and my hope is that we'll keep playing well. But you know, you just have to trust certainly the selection committee. They'll have all the information, and we've got to try to keep playing well.
So really, you're not gonna say yes, we deserve to be in. Come on, here's your chance.
I'm a man of faith, so I'll just trust. And like I said, I like what our team's done. I hope we'll have that chance. I let my assistants, honest to goodness, I let them really look at all the numbers and crunch it and compare us and that. And you know, that's for them, and hopefully we'll be in a good spot. But I do think they did say something yesterday. I think that was our 9th. Top 100 win, and I know that's positive, but again, just depends what the selection committee decides to look at, and you know, I want to wait patiently and hopefully play well in the ACC tournament.
All right, Tony Bennett, the head coach for the Virginia Cavaliers. Thanks, and good luck in Greensboro.
Thanks a lot.
JR, you know Tony. You played together, right?
Yes, I do. Got an opportunity to play with him with the Hornets. a fabulous, fabulous player, great coach, and everyone knows how humble he is. He's not going to toot his own horn. He's going to leave it up to the selection committee, and hopefully they'll get it done.
Oh, I love that. Dos Equis bubble team. The most fascinating of all bubble teams. It's absolutely true. The Cavs are the 4 seed going into Greensboro. What will it take for them to make a run?
Well, I think, Jeff, they're going to have to slow the game down. They're going to have a game in the tempo and the pace that's good for their offense. They don't want to have it a high possession game at all. They want to be able to slow it down and get the ball into the hands of their shooters. And Jontel Evans is going to be key to them to doing this.
Tony Bennett mentioned him and talked about how he was gone early in the year. Now he's back and really controls the show.
Oh, yes. This is an all-defensive player right here. Leads this team, knows how to get the ball into the key shooters' hands. And Joe Harris loves him. I've always made friends with the point guard. And Joe Harris, he's been feeding him all season long and all career long. And for UVA, as I mentioned, to have a chance to get into the big dance, they have to come out, establish tempo, and get early leads because this is a team that struggles to play from behind.
You said that you think they need perhaps 2 wins in Greensboro. Joe Lunardi, the ESPN bracketologist, says they are the last team in right now, so they cannot afford a loss on Friday against whether it's North Carolina State or Virginia Tech.